And how is it going, everyone? Welcome to I Wanna Take the Time Machine 2. And today, I don't know how far we are into the game, but I can tell that I don't know if there's that much left. You know, that's something that this game could surprise me on. Other than the production value, I mean. And it will be the fact that I don't know how long it might or might not be. I like how the last save was right before the boss, so obviously what we're gonna do here is just right as we start, we just fight this boss. Alright. Well, a pretty nice start. I mean, it would have been that way in any fun game, but it's just pretty funny. But yeah, I don't know if this is the kind of boss that needs to be try-harded or not. I don't really think that's the case. Maybe yesterday I wasn't at my best, but this boss really doesn't seem that hard. I mean, it has this pattern which is pretty hard to dodge under normal circumstances, but as I said yesterday, that's because of the screen shake. Like, if it wasn't for the screen shake, I really doubt that that pattern will be that hard to dodge. But yeah, that's basically my biggest objective right now. And since I cannot buy any better weapon because I have no coins, I will have to deal with him with the sorry-ass pistol. You know, it's fine. I mean, imagine taking down this gigantic mech with just a sorry-ass handgun. I mean, I think that looks way more impressive. I mean, if I had an RPG, I don't think it would be that impressive, right? Just a couple of rockets on his head, he will be gone. But you know, using only a pistol to take him down, I mean, pretty cool. So I still don't know how the creator intends for new players to buy weapons. Maybe that's the thing, maybe it intends for new players to farm. But I don't really think that's the case. I mean, I'm pretty sure that no fun game really makes you farm. Like, regardless of the fun game. I mean, I know that this is a pretty special fun game in multiple ways, but I don't think that that will be the idea, right? Because, you know, once you beat that level and you know what to expect from it, you can try it again until you get a better time, and as a result, a better rank. And with a better rank, I'm pretty sure you can get more coins. But I don't know, I don't think that's how it is intended to be. I don't really think it intended to, you know, to do that. I don't know. Maybe the weapon purchase is more something that you will use in hard difficulty. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. You never know. Okay, what happens if instead of focusing on shooting, I focus on dodging here? I mean, I'm still okay. Like, instead of shooting upwards, maybe I can shoot to the side. So that way I don't really have to worry that much about where I'm pointing at, and I'm just worrying about dodging, because that's clearly the hardest attack to dodge. And it's pretty much the reason why I still have not won. I really gotta pay attention to that one. And it's only that last one, because this one, really not that bad, but this is the one that just requires a lot of attention. I feel that if I choose focus on dodging, it might be way better than if I try to focus on dealing damage. It probably will be a better idea. Ooh, that was really close. That was just incredibly close. So here it comes again. Ah, damn it. Maybe if I crouch it will have worked. Also interesting that when you die the attack keeps going, because it doesn't want to show you what's afterwards. Even though in this case it completely loops. It really wouldn't be showing you anything new. But yeah, a lot of fun games have different ways to deal with that. You know, basically not showing what comes afterwards. And also obviously to avoid any unnecessary bug, right? In this case, it seems that the attack keeps going. It's not necessarily a bad way of doing it, but it's fine. Too much to the edge. I basically have to survive this hard attack twice, and I have to survive a couple of the other ones some more times, because as you can see, after that attack he's probably gonna have 100 points of health, so I still need to shoot him down a lot more. So now that I think about it, for that first attack I can choose go here and choose a spam instead of moving slowly to the side, since you can actually hit him there. Right, seems like the best idea. Instead of pointing upwards for no reason, you can just shoot him on the side. Should work. Oh, here obviously since you're going the opposite direction you need to shoot upwards. And here I will shoot upwards if it wasn't for the fact that I need to focus more on dodging. I really wonder how it will be with a different keyboard though, considering that I will be able to have more than 3 inputs at the same time. Maybe it will make a difference. I don't think the difference will be that big. After all, that pattern where you have to dodge, I mean, no matter how many buttons you can press at the same time, dodging can be done without any of those. You only need to move and jump, and I can do that. Wow, I can't believe I dodged that. That was actually pretty impressive. Careful. Jesus Christ. This energy ball can be so scary. Thankfully the hitbox is pretty permissive. It really is. Which is something weird from fun games. Like for example, that energy ball will definitely heal you if it interacts with your character's sprite, but I think in this game it's more permissive because of the fact that the sprite of your character is way bigger than in other fun games. I think that's the deal with that. Yeah, the lasers too, like these lasers will have already killed me normally. Jeez. That bullet. Damn it! That fucking screen shake, dude. Like, the screen shake has the problem of also making you think that a bullet is a lot closer than it truly is, or the opposite, that is farther than it truly is. Because it really fucks up with your perspective quite a lot. I could dodge this from the same side, from here. Will it make it more difficult or what? I don't really think there is an easier side. But it seems that every time that I try this, most times I died on the left side. But I don't think it's easier, it's just probably lack of practice maybe. I don't know. I also don't necessarily know if I need to switch sides on the lasers. I don't know how necessary that is. Also, I really wasn't expecting to try hard this fight so much, because it really isn't hard. It seems that last attack is a lot more deadly than I had expected. As I say, partly because of the screen shake. But there is also the fact that the bullets cover a pretty big area of the screen. So it could be that as well. Ah, really? It's that laser the one that is gonna kill you. I wish I could buy the upgrade that allows you to shoot while walking backwards. Maybe I can buy it. Like, I know that the weapons were incredibly expensive, but I'm not so sure about the upgrades. I don't know if the upgrades are necessarily that expensive. But who knows? There are plenty of upgrades. Pretty funny because one of the upgrades gives you additional weapon slots. And it's funny because I can't even buy one more weapon. So that's one upgrade that is probably never gonna be useful to me. Because there is just no reason to buy it. You don't buy weapons. Maybe I can switch sides now. Fuck. That's what I get for trying to switch sides. I mean, I tried to switch sides just because that left side always kills me in one way or another, but I don't really think the side is that important. But you never know. Also pretty dangerous to switch sides on that particular attack. Maybe I could switch sides in, like here, in that transition where he's not attacking at all. But as I say, there's also a thing that I really am not sure how useful, because as you can see I can still die on the right side. I don't think that switching sides is gonna help my situation here. I just think that I need to get good on that last attack, which is something that currently I haven't been able to do. Hopefully I can do it. hopefully. Also the fact that, as I said before, I'm not sure if this is true RNG or what it is supposed to be. So it kinda looks a little bit like RNG. A lot of those also look pretty static. Not entirely sure what it's supposed to be. I think it might be a combination of both. A little bit of RNG and a little bit of staticness. Yeah, definitely it's a combination of both, and I can't believe I killed myself like that. Nice. I think I would have also beaten this fight already if I weren't dying so many stupid deaths. That's the thing. A lot of those deaths weren't there. I'm pretty sure I will have gotten a decent attempt that would have probably ended in victory. You never know. I think basically the pattern here, well, we can actually check the pattern right here in the game over screen. I mean, you can clearly see that there is a pattern. It's not complete RNG, but I don't know. Maybe it's fully static. Maybe it doesn't even have a bit of RNG. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to tell because of the fucking screen shake. That's what makes it so hard to discern, you know, how that pattern is composed. It looks pretty static in a lot of areas, but if it was truly static, you would think that I would have memorized it by now, and I didn't. And I keep dying to it. Yeah, maybe it's just the fact that the shitty ass screen shake is what gives the impression that it's RNG when it might be just fully static. You never know. What I know that it's RNG is the damage that my weapon deals, which is pretty shitty. It's something that you don't really mind, but that can definitely make a difference, even if it's pretty small. Especially because there has been boss fights where I died with, you know, with like 10 health points left for the boss. It also might be an insignificant difference, mostly because that RNG on the damage. I mean, the order of damage dealt might be different, as in, you know, sometimes you might deal like 3 points of damage, then 2 and then 1. Then some other times you might deal 1, then 3 and then 2, right? And I mean, I don't really think the frequency of the numbers will change. It will just change the order, which is completely useless in a fight like this, or in any fight like this. I mean, in any boss fight that has a sizable amount of damage. Amount of health, I mean. Almost failed right there. That was a risky one. Alright, so this time, what happens if I change to this side? Is it gonna make a difference? I mean, a positive one. Alright, maybe not. Maybe I just have to accept that whatever the side it is, it's just a hard pattern. And it's not gonna make it easier by just moving to one side or the other. But yeah, I think I gotta understand that first. But, you know, just need to do that. To do those 2 attacks in a row, and that will give me the win. Because you don't have to do it a 3rd time. He should be dead by then. Some of these dodges that I'm doing are also incredibly risky. But yeah, I don't think that's completely static. I mean, it's obviously not absolute RNG either, but I think it's pretty clear that it's not fully static. I'm pretty sure that otherwise I will have found the perfect path to dodge it every single time. It might be just a little bit of both. You can really see, hey, School Duffin, thanks for the raid. How is it going? Thanks a lot. How is everyone doing? Also, what were you streaming? I'm assuming it was a fun game. Wonder which one. Good luck with the boss. Thanks. Really appreciate it. Yeah, it's gonna take some time. I mean, as you can see by the timer, I've been here for quite some time, and that's mostly because I'm struggling with the last attack. It's pretty dangerous to deal with. But, you know, well, yeah, there I died to the not last attack, but it's okay, don't worry about it. It's the last attack, the one that is actually giving me a lot of trouble here. Not any other one than the last one. Sometimes I die to some stupid patterns, but you know, it's mostly not that harmful. Yeah, this attack, as I've been saying all this time, the screen shake makes it so hard to dodge. If it wasn't for the screen shake, I will have probably already beaten this, but you know, obviously that's not an excuse. It is supposed to be hard because of the screen shake. If it wasn't for the screen shake, it will be just a pretty normal attack. Nothing really aggressive. I also don't think it really makes a difference if I'm pointing upwards or if I'm not pointing anywhere. I don't think it's a matter of concentration there, it's just a matter of finding the right gaps. And the most interesting thing is that I thought that I would have beaten this boss yesterday. Good thing that I left it for today, because if I had left the boss for yesterday, I will be doing this for a pretty long time. I will have ended the stream God knows at what time. I also don't know where this boss is supposed to be from. That's a weird name. That's a cool design. It seems that the bosses in this game are not really supposed to be recognized unless you play some... I mean, if you had the coincidence that you play the games that these bosses are from. I definitely didn't, so obviously I can't tell from which game it is, but thankfully all of these fan games have a readme in the folder that actually tells you where all of these fighters and music and all of that are from. So, you know, obviously I don't want to read it before beating the game because that will basically spoil the whole thing. But I think that seems to be a trend with a lot of fan games that you know release like after the whole, well, classic wave, if I have to call it like that. That, you know, usually the very, very old fan games use characters that everyone can recognize. But I think that a lot of the more modern ones just use really, really obscure characters. And again, I might be a dumbass and this might not be an obscure character, but I don't know. It's definitely not what I would call an iconic one. I don't even know if this is a character. It's called Wera Messine. I don't know if that's the name of the robot or if there is someone piloting it. Hey Young, how is it going? I'm just tryharding this boss. You know. Just a usual day. Usually do that. Just a little bit of try hard. But I really feel that I should get this boss without that much effort, but the timer says otherwise. Those 50 minutes say otherwise. Yeah, it's not really that hard of a boss, but it has one attack that is clearly harder than everything else. So at least it's appropriate that it's the last attack. If it will be a middle attack or something like that, it might not make that much sense, but being the last attack, it makes sense. Sadly, I have to dodge it twice in order to take him down, but it's okay. So sometimes I do wish that the bosses either had less health or my gun did more damage. But again, I'm pretty sure a lot of these bosses are made to be done with other guns. You can control the gun, yeah, you can control the gun, which is something pretty nice. If you don't have a membrane keyboard, that is. And if you have a membrane keyboard, or, well, I don't know if it's because it's membrane or it's because it's this one in particular, but I can't really press some buttons more than, you know, more than some buttons. Like, for example, here I can press the left button, the up button, and the shoot button at the same time. It just doesn't work. So, you know, again, that's the fault of my keyboard, but yeah. It would have probably be easier if that wasn't the case, but I'm not gonna complain. I mean, after all, it's me, the one that insists on keep using this keyboard. Mostly because if there is a game that requires a lot of inputs to be pressed at the same time, I usually just use gamepad. But you know, I don't use gamepad for fun games, and this is literally the first fun game that I play that requires you to do this many inputs at once. So, well, I mean, I say this many inputs, it's only 3, right? But, you know. That's more than enough for my keyboard, sadly. I just can't complete that. I can't beat that attack. I just can't. I might beat it once, but not twice. And that's exactly what I need to win the fight. I need to clear that attack twice. But I am unable to. Now I really wonder what happens when you reach an hour. Is the game even prepared for that? Like, is the game prepared for that? I don't think it is. I think if it reaches an hour, it's gonna be 59 minutes. Something like that. But this doesn't strike me like the kind of game that will go for an additional counter in that field, especially considering that it didn't give a shit about the zero fields. So if it doesn't care about the zero fields, I don't think it's gonna care about adding an additional counter, probably because he doesn't expect anyone to be bad enough to take that long to beat a specific level. Oh, I jumped too far. But we will see. We will see if it's a nice experiment. I mean, I wasn't doing it on purpose, but now we will be able to see what happens when it reaches an hour. I still think that it's not gonna count an hour because it doesn't expect anyone to struggle this much against a boss fight. But you never know, it could. Damn, that hit me. It's been a while since I caught a stream. I don't think that's the case. I remember seeing you 3 days ago. It really hasn't been that much. There have been some people that... Wait, a new treasure? What do you mean a new treasure? Is it because of damage dealt? It's not because of death counter, so it has to be because of damage dealt. Alright, well I guess it's gonna be for damage dealt then. Well, what other thing could it be? Amount of shots? Or amount of shots fired? Or amount of distance walk. It could be a lot of things. I never checked those trophies at the museum. Now that I think about it, what if those trophies actually give me coins? I didn't think about that. Maybe I'm just thinking that those are useless achievements, but maybe they actually give you coins. And if they give me coins, I will be able to buy a better gun. But I don't think that will be the case. It will be nice to see it. Why did I go left? Should have gone right. Damn it. I wonder if I'm gonna keep struggling for the rest of the stream against this asshole. Seems like it might be the case. Oh, that's unfortunate. I wish there was a way though to use a sprite that actually is closer to the hitbox that you have, because it's clear that not the entirety of the sprite here is the hitbox, but unlike a normal fun game, it's also not even close. Seems that the hitbox is way different than the sprite. So that's why I would really like to see a better sprite here. Because, you know, if I have to dodge those many balls at the same time, it seems like a reasonable idea to be able to, you know, see exactly what's gonna hit me and what's not gonna hit me. Okay, I survived that. There you go, damn, finally, Jesus Christ. Damn, sadly we couldn't test the hour theory. Well, that's unfortunate. New world has unlocked. Damn. I only needed 1 minute and 41 seconds. We'll have been able to see if it actually counts the hour or not. It's okay. Don't worry, there's probably gonna be a harder boss that I'm probably gonna struggle way more than with that one. So don't worry about it. We're gonna see it eventually. What's in here? Oh, that's the first level. Okay. So let's go back on the time machine. What's even the next level? So I can keep going to the future. This is as far as you can go, but can I keep going to the past? No. Okay, so that new stage that unlocked is on the present, as I expected, kinda. Well, let's go to the present then. Well, I mean, I say the present, but it's 2017. Not exactly the present here. Alright, so, where do I go? Maybe I should go check my... Wait, was this always open? I don't think this was open. Oh, it was open, but everything is destroyed. Final boss. Damn, I didn't expect the final boss to come that fast. Alright. Wow, and I can go to the other side? Wonder about that. Wait, is that fire gonna kill me? Because isn't the weapon shop on the other side? Or maybe it's on the right side. No, I'm actually absolutely blocked from buying any weapon. Alright. Well, that's pretty interesting. So if I wanted to buy something before the final boss, I will be absolutely lost. Well, good things that I'm not planning to buy anything. Where is that, at least? Weird. Alright, so the final boss, huh? Who is it gonna be? I don't even know what the story of this game is supposed to be. Oh, wow, 1200. Balak. Well, oh, that looks beautiful. Alright. That's how it's gonna be. Oh, and you can only damage the head. Like, it doesn't have a sprite in the whole screen, it's just the head. The one you can damage. Well, that's gonna be problematic to do. Alright. 1200, dude. I don't know about this. Smells like a bad idea. So dodging those things is not enough. I think I'm supposed to jump at the end or something like that. Yeah, but it has to be at the end. What else am I supposed to do then? It if it's not that. Maybe I'm just supposed to move aside. So, here, it still hits you even there. I wonder then. Uh-oh, that's a new one. Excuse me? I don't think I saw any place to hide from that. I don't think you can jump over it. Wait, what's the... You can crouch either. What? The fuck do I dodge that? I didn't see any obstacle or anything. This feels like trouble. Okay. Well, a lot of these attacks are really hard. Something really... I wonder if I'm supposed to be using this pistol. I wonder if I have the necessary equipment to kill this guy. But I think it's just the fact that it's hard. I don't think that it's because I don't have something that I'm supposed to have. I mean, it's the final boss after all. It is supposed to be hard. But damn, this shit seems a little bit excessive. Especially considering that I really can't figure out what exactly I'm supposed to dodge with this sprite. This sprite really doesn't let me know. Really can't dodge that. Well, it seems that it's gonna be a matter of knowing how to deal with the attacks. Well, this one is pretty self-explanatory. This one, I don't get it. It seems that you have to dodge, but you barely have any room to dodge. I also think that it's especially fucked up that the only place that you can deal damage is against the mouth. Like with that huge ass body, the only place that can receive damage is the mouth. Well, I mean, it's a problem if I have to jump from some other place, that's for sure. I gotta shoot from some other place, and not from the center. And it seems that for each pattern you might get like 50 points of damage. I also don't know how, with all the production value that this game has, it can afford to loop the song. Why don't you do that? That's something that games with less production value have. I don't think it's that hard to do. I mean, after all the sprite work and after everything that this game has, I don't think that looping music will be the biggest challenge that they have done. Oh, I actually dodged that, nice. Oh, you can actually, wait a second, you can damage him. It's not necessary to damage him on the mouth. It's like the mask, the one you gotta target. So sometimes he's not really in range at all. Hey Osama, how is it going? I'm here at the final boss. Confirmed final boss. I mean, it was confirmed by the game that this is the final boss. So, I'm assuming it's the last challenge. I mean, what will be after the final boss? I don't think there will be anything after the final boss. Those fangs are really hard to deal with. You never know exactly when to jump. If there's even a preferred moment to jump, that is. Well, the good thing about this being the final boss is that I will assume that there's nothing after this outside secret, which means that I can shush the game fully. I mean, I was basically trying to save myself from saying anything about the game in terms of opinion until I finish it, but assuming that this is the last thing that the game has, again, outside of secrets that I'm not gonna look for, I think I could give an opinion. I guess I could. I guess I should also focus a little bit. And that's really fucked up. Well, I really don't know. I think that personally to me it's not as clear as it might be to other people. I think this game is a pretty mid-setback, which really surprised me because apparently this game has huge acceptance inside the fan game community, and I obviously understand, as I said before, the production value that the game has, but the problem with that is, like, you can't just judge a game for the production value, because if that's the case, I mean, you could apply that same example to normal companies. I know that it's different because this one has no budget compared to companies that actually have a budget, but I don't know, it feels like putting this game in a pedestal, or whatever you pronounce that word, just because it has really high production value is not really, like, it really feels to me like people that praise games like, I don't know, The Order 1000, well, nobody remembers that game now because it fucking sucks, but Order 1776, I think, or some shit like that, a PS4 game. That game, a lot of people say that, you know, well, I mean, the same people as always that said it was a really good game and everything, but the thing about that game is that the only thing that it had is the best graphics at that time, well, at least for consoles. Which, you know, it's fine, but you can't just judge a game for that. I mean, nobody remembers that game now because it fucking sucked, right? So what I'm trying to say with that is that I feel like the praise that this game gets reminds me of that. That game got praise just because it had a really good presentation and it had, you know, amazing graphics. But the gameplay was absolute trash. Or well, maybe it wasn't trash, but it was painfully generic and it didn't really bring anything to the table, right? And I don't know. Like, I don't want to talk too much shit about this game because I'm pretty sure that for a lot of people this is one of the best. I don't like to talk shit about things that a lot of people like. I'm not a contrarian, I'm not trying to be a contrarian here, but I just feel like this game, and I also don't like using this word, I just feel like this game is painfully overrated. Yes, I hate to use that word, but when I see a 9 point something in Delicious Fruit with this game and a 6 point something for the previous in the game, which is I Wanna Take the Time Machine 1, it really leaves me thinking that, how? Hey Clowncat, how is it going? I think it is. Obviously that's a personal opinion of mine, and I know that it looks like I'm trying to be a contrarian or something, but I definitely don't. But graphics aside, this game really has nothing to offer. Or at least I haven't seen it. Maybe if I actually find the secrets, I will see why everyone loves this game so much, but I feel that this is just no different than people that absolutely adore games just because the graphics. Like, that looks exactly like that. Like, it feels like the only reason why people even like this game is that. In fact, well, some people in my chat have told me that the gameplay is not exactly the best part about this game. So if that's the case, why is it so well received? I don't get it. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I'm just missing something. But, you know, I wouldn't be able to say that this game is better than the previous one. I want to take the Time Machine 1, even though everyone was telling me the opposite. Everyone was telling me to skip, I want to take the Time Machine 1 and just play this one. And quite honestly, this game is kind of like, as I also mentioned before, feels like an indie game that you could buy on Steam. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it really, you know, feels like it doesn't have anything special. Well, it is free. That's what's special about it. You can get this for free, and also thinking that it didn't have any budget to be done. Which is, again, really impressive. I'm not trying to take merit out of that. Those are really impressive things, that they would put that much effort into this game and make it free. But I don't know, dude. I definitely feel that that's really not enough for me to like it. I mean, if I have to strictly judge for the gameplay, this game is nothing special. They told you to skip one so that you will not realize this one is overrated. No, but that's the thing. I could say that this game is overrated even without playing the first one. Because I could say that it's overrated comparing to other games. To other fun games, obviously. That's the thing. Like, there are other fun games that I play that I feel that are way better than this one. Like, way better than this one. I mean, and I know that this might be something that might sound absolutely crazy, because it probably is, but I prefer the original I Wanna Be the Guy to this game. A lot of people say that that game is shit. Or that is pretty obsolete, but I'm trying to judge here from a fun aspect, which is entirely subjective, obviously, but I don't know, I just can't like this game. Or rather, I can appreciate it, but I wouldn't even put it in between my favorites. It will be pretty far from it, in fact. And I haven't played many fun games, that's also true. But I think this also makes sense when you think about it in this context. There has been someone that told me that I'm a tourist when it comes to fun games, right? I mean, he's right, I am a tourist. I'm not a long-time fan of fun games. I only started recently. Right? Well, recently. It was like 1 year ago, but that's recently enough. So I understand I don't have the amount of experience and obviously amount of games played that other people have. But yeah, I just can't really see the appeal of this game outside of obviously the production value. Maybe, I don't know. I really don't know. And I really don't know how to continue criticizing this game without upsetting a lot of people. And that's not my objective. I don't want to upset anyone. And I also don't want to sound like I can appreciate something that has effort, because yes, I can, but yeah, it's like, what, you get a B for effort. Like, the effort is something that you can see, but the effort alone can't just say that something is good or not. I don't know. Call me a dumbass if you want, but I prefer the first one to this one. And I'm saying that because I know that this is the final boss. I wouldn't be saying all of this. I normally would have waited until the game is done, but apparently this is the final boss according to the game. So I have to imagine that after this the game is over. That's why I say what I say. But yeah, I really not feeling this game. It's a shame. It's a shame, especially after so many people told me that this game was really, really good and one of the best fun games. And I really disagree. But as I said, all of this is entirely subjective. So, damn, even if you pick it fast enough, you can still fucking die. But yeah, it's alright though. That's the beauty of fun games, right? There are so many of them, you should pick your favorite. Just pick what you wanna play. But yeah, if I had to pick this one, it will definitely not be picked by me. Yeah. I don't know, like, I feel sorry in the sense that, sorry because I really don't want to talk shit about something that is so widely liked. It's like, I don't know, being at a at a rock recital and talking shit about the band that is performing. Like, I don't want to you know, to sound like that. I guess I can't help it. You know, it is the way it is. Well, that's gonna get me. There is also the thing that about this game, right? What will I remember about this game? Like, once I beat it, right? If I beat it, obviously, it's really the only thing that I can remember about the game, the production value. Because what else can I remember from this game that I will be like, damn, I'm never forgetting this, right? I don't think what it will be. Like, there hasn't been anything that really stands out. It doesn't help that every single boss in the game is something that I don't know. I want to say that they are obscure, but I don't know how obscure they are. Like, maybe it's just the fact that I haven't played the games where they are in, but I really think that these characters are obscure. Like, who the fuck is Balak? Does someone know? Without googling. Yeah, obviously, Google Balak and you're like, oh yeah, it's from, you know, Final Fantasy -3. But, you know, like, without googling, does someone know where this guy is from? I don't know. I definitely don't know. I will think that it's an OC even though I know it's not. Or at least that's what I assume. I assume it's not an OC because the music is stolen, obviously. Well, stolen, I mean, it's taken from other. I don't want to use the word stolen because it's a pretty strong word, but you know, the music is taken from other games, I know that, so I'm pretty sure the bosses are also taken from other games. But which one, right? Like, you know, there are some things that... Like, for example, that Evil Ryu fight of the previous game, you know, the I wanna take the time machine one, that's gonna be something that I am gonna remember because I love that fight and because I like Evil Ryu, right? It's something that is memorable. I personally can't find anything memorable here. Not just boss, but also stage-wise. I really don't remember seeing anything that I could consider especially memorable. Will never forget Gabby complaining about this game. Maybe. Don't know, I will Google. Yeah, I mean, I think that, yeah, that's a good idea. Because when you Google it, if you tell me from which game it is, then we can conclude if this is supposed to be an obscure character or not. Because maybe I'm just not knowledgeable enough. Like, I just don't want to call a character obscure just because I don't know it. So, I want to make sure if it really is obscure or not. And no matter what I do, I just can't stay in the air that much. Oh, maybe because, if I'm not mistaken, you can jump again, right? No, you can't jump again after the jump refresher. Like, you jump once and that's it, I'm pretty sure. I think that's how it is. The good thing about this fight is that most of the... Well, actually, I'm pretty sure there is no RNG on this fight other than obviously which attack he picks. Other than that, I'm pretty sure all of the attacks are static or aim. Which, you know, that's cool. Means that I don't have to deal with RNG. Because this one is static, right? This one is absolutely static. It's always the same attack. This one is also static. Just that I keep dying because I don't know how to do the jump properly. But yeah, come on, Clone Cat, Google and tell me where this fucker is from. I wanna know. I am curious. Oh, actually, that attack with the red balls coming from the sky, that one I'm pretty sure it's RNG. I'm pretty sure that one is RNG. But, you know, it's reactable, it's not bullshit RNG. You can react to this. How the fuck do you dodge that? Does it have to be a really precise jump? What am I missing? I really don't know what am I missing. Oh, you're supposed to preemptively jump? That's horseshit. Why will I do that? You have to preemptively jump. Because otherwise you can't jump high enough with a single jump. You have to preemptively jump, dude. Oh, that's fine. Whatever. Coolie Wars. Oof. That attack is pretty hard to deal with. I also wonder if this guy has a second phase. Well, there is also this attack that I still have no clue how to avoid. If you rest in between the claws, you die because of the fire that they generate. But if you try to outrun it, I don't think you can properly outrun 3 of those without dying. Fuck me. Blanca took that long to Google, something tells me that he's having trouble finding him. But do I have to conclude that this is an obscure character? I think I will conclude that. Oh, that's what you're supposed to do. Zigzag. Okay, well, that makes sense. I did not think about it, but yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Just the good old zigzag. It works. Funnily enough, this attack is way easier than the other one. Than this one. I thought it was the opposite. This one is way harder. Maybe I will have a better time dodging on the right side instead of on the left side instead of the right side. I don't know. Damn, that hit me. That's fucking crazy. Crazy bullshit that is. Actually hit me. Alright. But as I say, if it's only these attacks and he doesn't have a second phase, I mean, this is gonna take some time, but I don't think it's gonna take that long. It should be done quickly enough. Hey Mr. Aldo, how is it going? You came right in time to see the final boss. Though, seems that we might be here for a long time, so sit tight, because yeah, we'll definitely be going here for a pretty long time. But you know, I think that's what everyone likes, right? Seeing me die over and over. All I get is this game result. Wait, so it's an OC then? Wow, maybe they did something even more shameless. Maybe they stole the sprite, or well, they borrowed the sprite and they changed the name. That will be really fucked up. I mean, not like it will be, you know, morally incorrect or anything like that. I don't give a shit about that, but that's even worse. Because if at least it was an obscure character, someone will remember it if they play that game. They will be like, oh shit, this guy remembers this character from this game that nobody but me played. But this one, if it's only an OC, then that's fucked up. That's fucked up because I'm gonna remember it even less. How long I've been in here? Well, you can see it right there. You know, the clock at the left tells you how long I've been in this boss, which is 24 minutes. And the clock on the top right tells you how long I've been in the game in general, which is 6 hours. So not too much yet, but worry not, it's gonna be quite a lot. Just give it some time. In fact, if I gotta be honest with you, I don't even know if I will be able to defeat this boss today. I like to think that I will, but I also don't want to lie to myself. I don't think that I can get it. But we will see. You never know. I mean, I also thought that I would take a lot longer on the previous boss, and yet I've been able to finish him when I wasn't expecting to do it. So, you know. Oh. Alright. I also wonder where... Man, that champ is so fucking horseshit. God damn it. You have to preemptively jump, but most of the times I just wait out of instinct. Like out of instinct I just wait. There you go. Yeah, and even doing that you can still get killed. But yeah, it's alright. Well, I guess in the meantime I can think what to do next. I don't know. I mean, funnily enough, Yami told me that after playing the last game, I wanna take the time machine 1, that I will probably think of not wanting to play I wanna be the guy games for some time, like taking a break. I think, ironically enough, this is the game that is gonna do that. Well, then again, I was gonna take a break regardless, but didn't expect this one to be the game that makes me do that. But I guess it has. It's gonna be. Sure, whatever. Though that would also mean that I will have to think which game to play, right? Which is also hard to tell. But I don't know. Also, what makes it even worse, speaking of generic stuff, the music is also painfully generic. At least you could have picked a final boss theme that is memorable. This shit looks like, well, not looks like, sounds like, I don't know. It sounds like a Marvel villain theme from a movie. Like it couldn't be even more generic if it wanted to. But, as I say, I don't wanna go too far. I don't wanna talk that much shit about the game. Just a decent amount of shit, but not that much. Just a little bit. As you can see, the only place that he takes damage is in that mask. He doesn't take damage anywhere else. Which is pretty weird, considering that, I mean, he looks like he could take damage in more places than that, but no, he doesn't. I really can't believe, though, that a lot of these attacks, I still can't beat them consistently. Though, well, obviously, if I could beat them consistently, I would have already won. But yeah, that's kinda the whole point, you know? So they are not necessarily hard, but it's like the line between life and death here becomes pretty blurry. Especially with that laser attack. Laser attack is easy in concept, but in execution, not so much. I almost have to accept that I'm dead after that attack. Wow, no, that's bullshit. That didn't touch me. Well, I guess it did. But damn. Really gonna do me dirty like that? Seems like they are. I just don't understand the timing on that. I can't. I just don't comprehend what's the timing for that jump. Seems that no matter how I jump, I just get killed. And I've been able to do it at least once, but I only been able to do it once. I don't know why I'm struggling so much to keep doing it. It's weird. They say it's not a precisely hard attack, but seems that any distance that I do that jumping is not enough. Just a little bit fucked up. Damn it. Fucking fireballs. It's looking pretty hopeless right now, I gotta say. Only being able to deal 25, or not even that, I think 20% of damage. It's a bad thing. Damn. That's even worse. But yeah, things aren't going pretty smooth right now. Wow, I thought that it would kill me, like the fire there, but I guess... Oh, well that one killed me, nice. Good shit. Good shit. I don't get that attack, dude. I just don't get it. I don't understand what you are supposed to do there. I don't know if I beat it the first... Maybe I should watch the VOD. Sometimes that happens, right? Where I am able to do an attack, right? And then I can't do it anymore. So that means that I have to copy that one part that I've been able to do it. So I think I will do that. If I keep strolling against that shitty ass laser attack, I will have to check my VOD. I mean, I've been able to do it, I just don't remember how. But you know, I think it might be a good idea to check it. Even that one that looked like it will be the one, it didn't work. You know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna check the VOD and see how I did that. Because I don't remember. I mean... And, you know, it's not even that... wait. How did I check my VOD? How was this? So it was in the video... in the studio. Alright. Watch. So, let's see how I did this. Because it didn't look difficult. I mean, I double jump and it just worked. Problem is, it's gonna be impossible to see. Fuck. Especially, there are some times where Twitch, I don't know if it bugs or what, but it just doesn't show you the thumbnail. So it's impossible for me to just look for it. Nah, it's gonna be fucking impossible to see. Whatever. Well... I guess we will just have to rediscover how to do that attack. God damn it. What a pain in the ass. Yeah, I did it once and that's it. That's as much as I could do. Only once. Couldn't do more than that. But it was basically that concept. Preemptively jump. That was pretty much the way it was. So I don't really know what I'm missing here. was also a double jump, I remember that much. And some of these dodges are really, really close. That still got me. Motherfucker. I wonder, is there any fun game? You know, this is a random thought, and I think Yami answered it, but I obviously don't remember because otherwise I wouldn't be asking again. Is there any fun game that has a decent story? Because when people told me that this was a high production value game, I thought that the story was included. That's clearly not the case. I mean, I honestly don't give a shit about story, especially in games like this, but it will be nice to see for a change, a decent story. I wanna be the lovely. Alright. How is it going, Yami? I will need to check it out. Wanna be the lovely. That's the problem, I'm not gonna remember. Just not gonna remember. Well, as that always happens. Well, I guess if I look it up, I will remember. And I guess I can look it up in between deaths. I mean, why not? I don't. Okay, you know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna check it out now. Yeah, like, fuck you and fuck that attack. So I wanna be the lovely. Something well, typing lovely should work. That seems pretty rough. According to ratings, 30.9 of difficulty and 5.5 of rating. Funnily enough, it has Yayoi, which is the Idol Master boss of one of the games that I recently played. So maybe that's why Yami knew about that. It's not a particularly good fun game though. Boss is semi not safe for war, but everyone has streamed it, so no really. Well, everyone has streamed it in the past, back when Twitch was different. So I'm not sure if that's a good argument to stream it. I mean, you know, there were some words that streamers were allowed to say some time ago on stream. They can't say them anymore. I mean, some of them are understandable, some others are not really understandable. But yeah, that also applies to the kind of content that you can stream. I'm pretty sure something that might have been acceptable back then might not be acceptable now. And again, I don't know the level of not safe for workness that it will have. I don't know. But as I said, I think that after this one I will take a break from fun games, just like I always do. Oh, okay, so that's how you do it. You jump once to get height, you jump twice to avoid the pickup, like you jump to the right and at the same time you can get some height, and then you get the pickup and jump. So that way you let some time pass so the laser charges and it gives you enough time to dodge. Like, it gives you enough time to be in the air without falling to the laser, and at the same time you get a lot more height. Okay, well, that's how you do it. Now I only need, well, quote unquote only need to pull it up, I mean pull it off consistently. which is a whole different story. I also need to pull all of these attacks consistently. And this is the one that might give me the most trouble. Even though recently I've been able to dodge quite a lot of this, I don't think they are that easy to dodge. So Yami, the question here is, you found the BGM? Huh, where is it from? Well, I mean, that's some step at least. You found the BGM. Well, the BGM, as I said, I know that the BGMs in this game are from other games, that's for sure. But you know, the characters is the weird thing here. Some MMO called Vindictus. I play that game. That's a Korean MMO that you can pick characters. You don't pick classes, you pick characters. And it plays like Devil May Cry. It's a really good game. Sadly, it's Korean only as far as I know, so unless you use a VPN and a specific client, you will not be able to play it. It's a really good game though. Like, it's like playing Devil May Cry but as an MMO. It's really good. And the different characters also, well, I mean, you could say that the characters are the classes, but you know, they are just the characters that just happen to move differently. That's really good. That's so stupid though. Why will you make an MMO region locked? Don't you understand that you're losing money for doing that? I could probably have been a really big player of that game along with my friends that really liked it. And yet I'm not, because the Korean overlords decided to make it Korean only. What's the point, dude? Like, I can understand the server issue, right? That you can't pay enough for the servers, but you're not really seeing the big picture. You have to see that as an investment. Pay more for the servers and eventually it will pay out, because you're gonna get a lot more revenue, because a lot more people are gonna be playing your game. But instead, nope, they don't do it. They're basically like, fuck you and fuck your will to play the game. And that's pretty crazy though. There was a time where me and my friends used to use VPNs to play Korean MMOs. It's pretty funny. Including Ragnarok Online 2. Ragnarok Online 2, for some time it was locked for Korea only. Then they released I think an American server, but they closed it, funnily enough. But yeah, basically, you know, Korean MMOs, I don't understand them. They could be making so much more money if they weren't locked. Like, these people don't like money. Damn. I can't believe it. It's been a while since I seen one of those. Good shit. But yeah. Now because of that I don't really play MMOs anymore. I mean, the only MMO that I kinda play a little bit is the first Ragnarok Online. But, you know, not even that one I play that much. And funnily enough, the only reason why I play that one is because it's in a Mexican server, funnily enough. and you have almost no lag when you are from South America. If you play the actual Korean server, it's so laggy, like it's so bad how laggy it is. So yeah, if they could actually invest in servers, there will be so many games that will be so famous. They will be played so much. Are servers really that expensive compared to the revenue that you are almost guaranteed to get? Because I can't really imagine not investing in servers as a good thing. Like, I mean, obviously, you know, there is a cost benefit to it, but I really can't see a company earning more money for not investing in servers rather than investing in them. Especially when a lot of servers are so easy to choose rent. Like you can rent a server for a specific period of time, and if you decide that you don't really want to do that, well, you don't. And I know that it's an investment, it's just like any investment, it is a risk. I understand that. But I also think that if you are someone that is gonna make an MMO, like making an MMO is already an investment in itself, so why not go all the way? I mean, just like they say, go big or go home. So why will you just do a half-assed job, right? You know, sometimes it's not even up to the developers themselves to decide that kind of shit. Sometimes it's usually the stockholders and all of that, the publisher, right? And usually those people don't really understand the market so much. A lot of them don't really want to take those many risks, right? Which is understandable to some degree, but you know, only to some degree. Also, I still can't figure out how to dodge the laser even though I thought that I had it. I don't understand. I thought that the strategy was clear, but I guess it's not. Oh, that's a pity. Where are you pointing at? I keep dying to it. I just don't get it. That laser attack is so fucking trash. It's pretty clear to me that I have to preemptively shun, but the issue is that I can't get the timing down. Seems to be really strict, but I really don't know. Hard to tell. Sadly, it seems that the only attack right now that I can consistently get. I mean, there are some that I keep dying to, but like this one, for example. But I think overall, the other patterns are more or less dominated. But the fucking laser is definitely not. Well, there is also the chance, though it will be a really, really low chance, that the laser wouldn't happen. But that has to be a really, really low chance. Probably so low that it's not even worth mentioning. Especially with the amount of damage that I'm dealing, it's probably so low. Oh, I fucked that up. Well, I'm dead. Yeah. Damn. Well, that's the furthest that I got. Sadly. it's pretty sad that the farthest that I got is still not halfway through. Hey, at least it's something. Can't be that bad. Wow, I don't know why I showed that. Hey Colo, how is it going? No, I'm pretty sad because this game ended up being, for me at least, a disappointment. But you know, whatever. I mean, not a disappointment for being bad, just because I thought it was gonna be mind-blowingly good, but it's just pretty standard gameplay-wise. But you know, whatever. It's okay. I mean, after all of the games I played so far, you know, lately, the fun games I'm talking about, right? More or less, you know, surpass my expectations, but definitely not this one. This one has definitely not. That was so fucking bullshit. That was so fucking bullshit. I just can't believe it. Alright. Seems like the fire lasts for a long time. And I'm really curious to see if there's something else after the halfway through. Is there gonna be something else? I really don't know. It doesn't look like it will. But, I mean, considering that there was no boss so far that had that, I have no reason to assume it's gonna be the case here, but there is also the fact that this is the final boss. So, you know, just by that alone, it might be pretty different from all of the other ones. Wow, this one twice in a row? Is that the first time that he does the same attack twice in a row? Not a bad thing. Oh, wow. Nice. Damn, I almost got him to 50%. This sounds like it's from Shingeki. Well, it's not. It's actually from Vindictus. Clone Cat confirmed that. It's a Korean MMO. You probably heard about it. I mean, you probably heard us talk about it a lot. I don't think you played it. Nah, you probably didn't play it, but we played it a lot with the boys. Well, not a lot, but we played it enough. Yeah, it's from that game. You know, an MMO, as I said before, with Devil May Cry kind of gameplay. So, you know, basically pretty good, but obviously Korea only. So, us filthy Westerners can't play it because, you know, whatever. Whew. Oh, here it comes. Gotcha. Ooh, that was close. Alright, at least it seems that I... Oh no! He has a... he has another phase. No. God damn it. He actually has another phase. I can't believe it. I like, you know, I wasn't really expecting it. I was predicting that it might happen, but Seems like he actually has another phase. Because he hasn't done that attack before ever. So I have to believe that that's another phase. Though you don't need to take him to half health apparently. Just close. Just check it out, kind of like, yeah, it's a really good game. But sadly, as I said, it's Korean only. I mean, otherwise we will probably be playing it. But yeah, you know, Korea only. It is what it is. Damn, I still died, dude, even though I delayed the jump. Fuck that laser attack, honestly. Yeah, it's alright. I mean, the relief here is that, as I mentioned, this is the final boss. So this is as hard as it gets, especially because I won't get the secrets at all. So, you know, for me, at least, this is as hard as it gets. That was a little bit close. Uh-oh, here it comes again. Demon again. I really hate that attack so much. I despise that attack. And to think that there are more attacks in the second phase, that's nasty. Well, the good thing is that we will be able to see how much, sorry, not how much, but if when I reach an hour of trying this boss, if it's gonna count the hour or if it's gonna stop ticking. My bet is that it's gonna stop ticking. Because I don't think the creator gave enough of a shit to that. Considering that he didn't give a shit about the zero fields, I don't think he's gonna give a shit about that specific thing. Wow, nice. Good jump. I also can't help but wonder what this monstrosity is supposed to be. Am I fighting a robot? Am I fighting a biological? Well, I don't think this is a biological creature considering the two rotating gears in his back. Well, and the whole metallic looking appearance. But you really have to wonder what the fuck you're looking at here, right? It's not like the name really gives you too many hints. So, I don't know, personally. Personally, don't really know. That insta-kill, even when the fucking claw is so far away, it's bullshit. You will expect the fire to expand instead of just instantly get you. Well, I really wonder, really curious about the second phase now. Really curious about it. You know that if you had taken the laser out of this fight, it would have been a better fight, right? You understand that, right? If the laser wasn't there, this would have been a better fight, which is not saying much, honestly, but you know. But... motherfucker. That laser is just so shitty. Like, so much harder than... well, not harder, but so much more precise than any of the other attacks. It's just insane. Alright. Aim. It's pretty crazy how much the disappointment can bring down your mood. Well, I guess that's pretty obvious, but like, you know. There are many feelings that obviously can bring your mood down, but I feel like disappointment is one of the worst ones. It might have been one of the worst ones. You know, probably not the worst, but it's up there. Definitely up there. When you expect something and yet the result is worse than what you expect, it's a pretty shitty feeling. But it's okay. You know, at least it's disappointment in something else. It's way worse when it's disappointed directed towards you, right? Towards yourself. Thankfully, here it's just directed towards the game. So, thankfully, it ain't that bad. But it's still pretty bad. Well, we're about to discover what happens when the counter reaches an hour. What is it gonna happen? I'm more curious about that than the rest of the fight, to be completely honest. More curious to see what we are gonna see when that reaches 59.99. As I say before, I personally think that it's gonna stay there. It will be a surprise if it actually marks the hour. But we don't know. Well, I don't know at least. Insta-kill again. Okay, here it comes. Oh, it doesn't count an hour. It actually counts the minutes. So I wonder if that number is infinite. Well, not literally, but I wonder. That's pretty interesting. So it just doesn't count the hours. It actually doesn't have a limitation on the minutes. Alright, that's one of the first times that I see that. Usually with counters like that, the creator doesn't expect that it will take you that long to do something, so it just gives up and, you know, either stops rolling or it you know, the advanced ones count the hour. Oh, wait a second, you're supposed to hit those things? Damn. How was I supposed to find that out? You're supposed to hit those things. So am I supposed to... Okay, you can hit them before they fall. But once they fall, you can hit them in order to, you know, make them go lower. So what's the point of that? I mean, the fire is still gonna be there, which is the actual thing that kills you. I don't know why doing that will be useful. I wonder. I think that's completely useless. Again, maybe that's something that you're supposed to do with a better weapon than this shitty ass handgun. But I don't know. I'm not sure if that's the case or not. No, I'm not supposed to. Well, I guess I can dodge that attack from the left side. I'm not really used to it. Fuck me. I wonder if this is gonna be one of those where I'm stuck for 3 straight streams. Will be nice to see. Another Soul Green, maybe? It could be. Well, that's why I was really surprised when I saw that this game was a 62 on difficulty. Because so far nothing really looked that hard, but I guess all that 62 is reserved for the final boss. That's usually the case in a lot of fun games, the final boss being clearly harder than everything else. Which also makes sense, of course. But yeah, I think that's the whole reason why this game is a 62 of difficulty in Delicious Fruit. The final boss seems to take all of it. I mean, some of the earlier bosses. Nah, not really earlier bosses, but I will say that, yeah, there are some bosses that could have been pretty, you know, dangerous and all. I don't know. Alright. Nice. No, are you kidding me? Why did that one didn't count? Man, what the fuck, dude? Seems like that champ counts whenever the fuck it wants to count. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. Well, I know why that one didn't work, but why did the previous one didn't work? Man. Why'd you do this? Worst part is that this seems to be the kind of boss that I really have to concentrate. You know, kind of reminds me when I played Touhou. I really can't talk as much as I would like to. Especially because this pattern seems to be dodged in such a precise way that if I'm not fully paying attention, it's gonna be really bad. Lasers. Really like the lasers, huh? Yeah, this author really likes the lasers. I can tell you that. He definitely loves them quite a lot. I don't know why, but you know, even if I played a lot of fucked up final bosses, I just don't really feel like tryharding this one. I don't know what to say, but this game really has been a complete disappointment in more than one way, and it really doesn't make me feel to try hard this boss. Maybe what I could do, like for example, if I don't beat it in this stream, which is probably gonna be what's gonna happen, is, you know, just take a little break and then maybe come back. You know, take a break, I mean by playing another game, and then I guess try it again. I really can't find too much will to try hard this guy. I just can't. Maybe it's because I know how hard it's gonna be, so I'm like preemptively, I preemptively know that this is gonna just take a lot more time, but a lot more time than I expected, that is, but I don't know. And if I keep failing that shitty ass laser, I'm not gonna be able to do anything. I don't get it, dude. I just don't get it. I'm really curious to see the other weapons in the game. Wish I could do it, but it's just impossible with the amount of coins that they give you. I don't know how you're even expected to get those guns. Why are they even in the game? It really feels like I'm missing a big portion of this game. I don't know how or why, but it really feels like I'm missing a really big portion of this game somehow. Like, maybe I'm doing something wrong. I mean, other than playing like shit, yes, but I mean, or maybe not. I saw a shotgun in my journey to find the boss. Yeah, like, there are easily 10, well, probably, I don't know if 10, but there are plenty of guns. But they are so expensive that I don't know how you're even supposed to afford them by being a normal player. Like, I can understand if you were a speedrunner, but come on, dude. Like, I'm pretty sure only 1% of the people that play any game speedrun it. And I think that's already being pretty generous with 1%. Pretty sure it's way lower than that. So I don't really get it. If I'm doing something wrong that I'm not getting enough coins. I mean, other than doing the stage really slowly, but I mean, being a new player, what you expect me to do? To know exactly what to do? Or do you expect me to farm the stages? Because I'm not gonna do that, like, fuck that. It is not an RPG, what the fuck. I'm not gonna farm that shit. I did find out that the boss name is original, don't know about the sprite. Well, maybe the sprite, yeah, maybe it's done from scratch, you never know. As I say, with bosses that look so generic like this, you don't know. It could be anything. Like, you never know if this is a minor boss in some mech game. I don't know. It really is impossible to know. Well, not literally, but I mean, you can ask the creator. Is this an OC? An OC. No, I am the OC. Not meant to say OC. Original character. And I still don't know how to show that fucking laser. I just don't get it, dude. I don't get it. I just don't get it. What you want me to do with that? What am I supposed to do with that shitty ass laser? It really feels like, I don't know, like at some point I thought that I had it. That I actually learned how to do it, but then all of a sudden it stopped working. And it feels that every time I'm doing the same shit, but it only works sometimes. The weather is salty around here. Well, thankfully it might only be for this stream. I don't really feel like playing this one again. But, you know, I don't know. We will see. It depends. I just don't get it, dude. I really want to press escape and end the stream right now just because of that shitty ass attack. I don't get it. What am I doing wrong? Wasn't I doing literally that and actually dodging it? What am I doing differently this time around? Like, I just don't get it. I legitimately don't get it. Like, I don't understand what's the difference in movement here. Press escape as opposed to Alt F4 because for some reason fan games get exit by pressing escape. For some reason, not exactly sure why, but they are. I guess that makes it easier. I mean, Alt F4 is a combination of keys. I really feel that I should watch the VOD just too, but then again, I probably won't find it. I really need a strategy for that laser, because if I keep dying to that laser, I just won't be able to do it. Like, I won't be able to keep advancing. That laser is the problem. That laser is a problem, and I don't understand. I'm gonna watch the VOD again just to see if I can see exactly what I'm doing. Because I feel like I'm doing the same thing every time, but it's clearly not the case. It's clear that I'm doing something different, or that I did something different, because it's not working right now. But I don't know, dude. It's hard to find out. It's hard to find out. I mean, it seems like such a precise movement. Maybe I'm overcomplicating it. Maybe it's not that hard to do and I'm just overcomplicating it in my mind, but I don't know, dude. Really don't know if it really is overcomplicating it or if it's really hard. I'm not gonna be able to find it on the VOD, so whatever. It's really hard to find a timestamp with something that you want in a VOD, especially when it has no thumbnails. So whatever. That's the key. I mean, yes, it is true that I'm dying to other attacks as well, but those attacks, I'm just kinda like screwing up. The laser one, I just don't understand it. And I thought I did. And how was I able to do it like 4 times in a row? I just don't get it. It's all about when you do the first jump, I think, but... See, why did that one didn't work? Didn't I do that exact same shit before? Why did it work before and now it's not? What is the difference? Really makes me sick. It makes me sick not being able to find out something that I could do with no issues, and now I'm struggling. Just don't understand. Maybe I could reset every time I don't get the laser as the first attack, just so I could at least practice it. That would probably take more time than it's worth. Well, I obviously fucked that up, but maybe if I do a full-blown jump, I land. Nah, but that's gonna take too much. Like jumping one time and then landing on the floor just to jump again, it's gonna take so much time that the laser is just gonna kill me. And it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. I don't know why, but it just doesn't work. It refuses to. How annoying. I always hate when that happens. There is only one attack that is the one that is keeping you from being able to complete the rest of the fight. Well, the rest of the fight, at least the rest of the first phase. I still don't know what the second phase looks like. Well, other than the first attack that looked really brutal. I don't know what I even tried to do there. I'm actually getting scared of using the strategy that worked all that other time and now it's not working. So I'm trying to do something different and obviously failing as a result. If only I could find the fucking timestamp in the VOD where I can actually do this properly, so I could try and replicate it. You just can't. It's really hard to find anything useful in the VOD if you want to do it fast. Like, you have to take your time to check something like that. Especially when it's just literally one attack in the middle of thousands of retries. Well, literally thousands. Literally thousands. No, that doesn't work. I'm disappointed. I'm definitely disappointed. No, I can't get it, dude. I just can't get it. I don't know why, but I can't get it. I just can't. I feel like I'm gonna do it faster by carefully looking in the VOD to see how I did it rather than keep trying and get killed every single time. Really feels like it's just faster if I do that. The worst part is that the VOD also refuses to load. So, you know, that also doesn't help. I really don't know, dude. I honestly don't know. Like, I will really take a long time, so no. And I mean, I found it out by fighting, so I have to do that. You know, I really feel like doing just a couple more attempts and then ending the stream. Like, this is putting me in such a bad mood right now. This is really not helping at all. It really is. That shitty ass attack. That attack is just driving me insane. All of the other attacks I couldn't give less of a shit, even if they kill me from time to time, but this shitty ass laser, I just don't understand. The worst part is that I thought I did. Clearly I don't. Clearly I don't understand. Son of a bitch. So it works there. Why did it work there? I'm doing literally the same shit every time. I'm not doing anything different. I'm not doing anything different there, and yet it worked. I just don't get it. What's wrong with that shitty ass attack? It really feels like I'm literally doing the same thing every time, but it only works whenever it wants to work. I mean, it's pretty clear that I'm doing something different, but I just don't understand. I just don't understand. Maybe the trick is... well, obviously not that one, but like getting the refresher from the top. Maybe that's what I have to do. But it's not like I can choose that. Like, I don't choose where to get the refresher from. It just happens. I mean, it especially doesn't help the fact that the refresher spawns above you for some stupid ass reason. instead of spawning in a static place, it just spawns above you, which basically forces you to jump. I don't really get it. I just don't get it. Really feels like I'm going crazy, because it feels like everything that I'm doing is pretty different from... Well, no, I meant to say the opposite. It feels like every single attempt against that laser is the same, but it's clearly not. Like, it's really fucking my perception right now. Because in my mind, I'm doing the exact same in every attempt, and that's clearly not the case. So it's a really unnoticeable difference. I just don't get it, dude. I don't get it. Well, so let's do it like this, okay? So I don't want to get into a worse mood than I'm already am. So let's do it like this. I'm gonna do 3 more attempts of that laser, and if I fail on those 3, I'm just gonna stop for today. And maybe I will come back at some other time, because it's just driving me insane. And I don't want to get into a bad mood, well, I guess a worse mood than what I am right now. So, you know, I think that's fair enough. Well, there is also, as I say, the possibility that he wouldn't do it, but the chance is too low that he wouldn't do that attack at least once. It really is an incredibly low chance. That was close. Alright, well that's one. That is one. Also, I don't know what's wrong with the letters. That's 2, by the way. Like, I already noticed that before, but why is the A and the E, you know, in a different style than the rest? I don't know how that's called, but like, it's a little bit weird. That seems to be the only place where it's like that, because time is written properly. You know, the E in time is written properly. I don't know. That's not what's important right now, so... Let's see. Unfortunate, but that's enough for today, because I really can't stand that laser anymore. I don't think I'm gonna play this again, well, definitely not on the next stream. I don't know if I really want to play it in another stream. I don't know, we will see. I mean, it really depends. I really don't feel like playing it again, but we will see. I don't know why I'm putting the mic away, god damn it. But yeah. That's gonna be it for today. I really don't feel like playing anything else. I'm not gonna lie, I'm in a bad mood, so it's alright. Maybe it's gonna get better tomorrow. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next stream. So, take care.